Well, I have to say that Friday night, when we did our live nativity, in so many ways it was just like we do every year. Same camels and sheep and donkey, same characters involved, same community in a way, and yet Friday night was something special. I think that began with the Jumble Sale fundraiser that members of the community who are around the church decided that they wanted to raise funds to help us put the whole thing on, which was just beautiful. And the way the community responded to that was they came and they bought and offered and swapped things and just left generous donations, so that it was a huge help to actually making the whole event happen. And then, in the interests of keeping the whole thing as safe as possible, members of the community volunteered to be marshals. That is, they donned the red t-shirt and stood around the animals in a way that helped keep people safe, which was brilliant. And that, I think, those two things combined to create such a lovely community atmosphere, a sense of ownership by the community of the event. And so when we told the story, the same story we tell every year, it's somehow, I don't know, for me it was just even more special. Maybe I'm a bit of a softie. But one thing did actually occur to me as that all kind of transpired and unfolded, and I experienced it, that oftentimes when things are difficult and stuff is going down in a way that you don't like, there is an instinct towards distancing oneself from something that's problematic. You kind of decide, well, I don't want my life to be complicated by that, so if it's all getting a bit tricky, I'll take some space and let the trickiness happen without me, and just let it all unfold however it might unfold. But the thing that we learn with Nativity is that when God observes humanity in need of some help, God doesn't go, it's all a bit tricky, I think I'll distance myself from that lot, it's too unpleasant, I don't really want to get involved. God does the exact opposite. God decides not only to get involved, but to get involved in the most involved and intimate way possible. God becomes a human, and not just any old human in the sense of a grown-up, adult, capable human, but God comes into the world as a baby, an infant, the single most vulnerable member of the human community. And God comes into the world to be with us, to be part of the human community. Thus is the commitment our God has toward us. And it occurs to me as I think about the world at the moment, so much of the strife and the challenge that's going on is kind of a result of people somehow doing that little trick where they can distance themselves from other people. As long as I'm okay, then it's okay. And the fact that certain Pacific islands are going underwater from rising sea levels, or that one country's invading another country, or that certain people are being flooded, or there's a shortage of this or that, as long as I've got what I need, it's okay. But when we know our attachment, our connection with others, their needs become our needs in a sense. We are concerned about what's going on for them, kind of as if it's going on for us, because they become part of our group, our family, our sense of self. And what we see with God coming into the world as an infant child, we see a God who says, that's my family, they're my people, I am them, they am I. And our God makes such a profound commitment to our well-being, a commitment so profound that God, in the form of the Son, Jesus Christ, gives himself utterly for our sake. But that's a different festival, and we'll get there in due course. So this Christmas, as you connect with your family and those who are dear with you, and some of that will be pleasant and for others that'll be a bit tricky, bear in mind that God has done everything to let you know that God is connected with you. And that's the Christmas story. God with us. Come along to Mustard Seed, 9:30, Christmas morning. It's a good year for ministers. We only have to do one service this week. Christmas is a Sunday. So Sunday morning, Christmas Day, 25th of December 2022. Come to Mustard Seed. Be reminded that God is with us. And then you can be with us and we can be together, and that will be good. Merry Christmas and God bless.